At the start of the Civil War, the federal government tasked the state governments the job of raising military units which are similar to our National Guard units of today. One of the units formed was the 48th Volunteer Regiment in Schuylkill County of northeastern Pennsylvania. It was formed in July 1861. The majority of the men were coal miners, anthracite coal miners from that area. They were given the regimental name of the Anthracite Guards. They fought numerous Civil War battles, and in May 1864 they were outside Petersburg, Virginia, facing a well-entrenched Confederate Union situated on a hilltop overlooking the Union lines. To assault this position would have been very difficult and would have resulted in a great loss of their Union life. One of the regimental officers, Lieutenant Colonel Pleasant, overheard some of his troops talking among themselves. They were miners and said they could dig a mine shaft under the enemy lines and blow it up. Colonel Pleasant thought it was a good idea and broached the item to General Burnside, who told him to go ahead. With no mining supplies or tools, the soldiers drew on their mining skills and dug their tunnel. While digging, the Confederates thought they heard the noises and investigated, but concluded that as they could not see any air vent shafts, that it was not possible to dig a tunnel that long with no ventilation system. The miners were using a ventilation system that they used in the mines in northeastern Pennsylvania. This allowed fresh air to be drawn in from the entrance of the mine and pulled back into the recesses of the shaft to give the workers at the face fresh air. In 22 days, the miners had their tunnel finished, and they loaded the tunnel with 4 tons of black powder. They lit the fuses, the charge detonated, everything exploded. A large crater was formed beneath the Confederate battle lines. The battle was won? No. Unfortunately, the concussion of the explosion disabled both lines. Before the soldiers could recover their senses, the delays by the Union leadership allowed the Confederate troops to regroup and were able to overcome the Union soldiers, killing many in the following battle. Although the 48th Infantry did not participate in the actual crater fight, they had done their job in digging the tunnel. One of the survivors was my great-grandfather and my namesake, Conrad Reich, who served with the 48th until July 1865 when he was discharged.